Health expert of the Network for Health Equity and Development has warned Nigerians about the health risks of excessive consumption of salt and bouillon cubes, such as maggi. The technical advisor of the Health Network, Dr. Jerome Mafeni, made this known while speaking at the conference in Abuja, highlighting the conflict between public health and commercial gains. He says high intake of sodium from this product could contribute to rising cases of non-communicable disease like hypertension and cardiovascular conditions.
While food fortification is intended to address micronutrient deficiencies using high sodium foods as vehicles for fortification is counterproductive and poses significant health risks. The World Health Organization recommends a daily sodium intake of less than 2 grams, equivalent of 5 grams of salt a day for adults. Yet, many Nigerians consume far more than this due to the high sodium content in these commonly used products. Indeed, all of us in this country have acquired a taste for salt. And when there is no salt in the food, we say the food is tasteless. And that is the danger, the real danger that we face. The need for immediate action to reduce sodium intake among Nigerians is clear. High sodium consumption is directly linked to the increasing rates of hypertension and cardiovascular diseases in the country, conditions that are placing a growing burden on Nigerians' healthcare system. That is why so many young people now are slumping and dying at very short notice, and without intervention, these trends will continue to worsen, leading to higher mortality rates, reduced quality of life, and increased healthcare costs. Implementing front-of-pack labels or labeling is a proven strategy to help consumers make healthier food choices. Front-of-pack labeling provides clear, easily understandable information about the nutritional content of packaged foods, particularly in relation to sodium, sugar, and saturated oils and fats. By enabling consumers to make informed decisions, front-of-pack labeling can play a critical role in reducing sodium intake at the population level. In addition, enforcing global best practices in the development and implementation of the nutrient profile models for packaged foods will ensure that products available in the Nigerian market meet established health standards. This will not only protect consumers, but also promote production and availability of healthier food options. We call attention to the alarming trend of using high sodium foods such as bouillon cubes as vehicles for fortification. While fortification aims to address micronutrient deficiencies, the excessive sodium content in these products poses significant health risks. High sodium intake is a well-established risk factor for hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, and other non-communicable diseases, which are becoming increasingly prevalent in Nigeria. We must not compromise public health in the name of fortification.
Bouillon cubes, as it's not a good vehicle because of the high sodium, and that if you are watching the health statistics in Nigeria today, there is an upsurge of non-communicable diseases. There is the slump attack upsurge. People slump and die. Rising cases of hypertension and the rest of them. And we think that there should be a good vehicle than a vehicle that will lead Nigerians to be consuming more sodium, which bouillon van represents. Since salt is already, a salt that we have today is already fortified, that could be another vehicle. Though we currently do advocate that Nigerians should, as much as possible, consume natural food, natural seasoning, and reduce food that are processed, ultra-processed food, and the rest of them.
We want to set mandatory salt targets for all processed and packaged foods. Secondly, we are advocating for the implementation of front of pack warning labels. In developed countries, when you buy foods, apart from the nutrient fact information behind the pack, we have a warning logo that shows you that this food is high in salt, it is high in sodium, and that helps consumers to make better informed decisions. So when you see that, oh, this food is high in sodium or salt and it's capable of giving you hypertension or cardiovascular disease, you wouldn't pick it from the shelf. If you pick it, you're picking it at your own peril. So we want to also see that we put regulations in place to not only enact the implementation of front of pack labels, but to also enforce it for all processed and packaged foods. We plan to work with government to implement advertisement and marketing restrictions for high sodium foods. A lot of these industries are targeting vulnerable populations like school children with unhealthy food products. Before now, disease conditions like hypertension, cardiovascular disease, stroke, kidney failure was prevalent among the older generation. But now you have children getting down with hypertension, with stroke. So that's alarming. We want to work with government to set up marketing restrictions such that industries are not permitted to go to child-friendly spaces like schools to either market or promote unhealthy food to children.